makes me mad. I know what's behind those eyes. That's pure evil. I should know. I've got it too. But sometimes I feel like this could all be different. We're gonna have peace. For a moment, I'm free. Then it comes back. That headache. That damn buzzing. And I remember the truth. It's not up to me. Never has been. The blood must flow. Despair must grow. War defines us. Fear enshrines us. Go decry us. Hell defy us. Hell awaits us. None can tame us. You can hate us.
And we can see that instead of continuing, it actually flattens out.
Make a space. Total chaos. And you still pay us. Come and try us. You won't even find us.
And sold to Elon Musk for $44 billion. That's it. I'm deleting my Twitter account right now.
This is truly the darkest day in American history. We need to impeach Elon Musk. He's not gonna get away with this.
This is horrible. Me and my brothers are going to delete our accounts right now.
Oh, this is the worst day of my life. We're gonna pay me to tweet now.
Elon Musk doesn't even care about free speech. He only cares about the Constitution.
Oh, I'm so mad. Whoever's running my Twitter account better delete it right now. Oh my God, oh my God. I'm deleting my Twitter account. I swear I'm doing it right now. I'm not joking. I'm gonna do it. I don't tweet for free.
I'm deleting my Twitter account right now. Freedom of speech is not for everyone.
This is a crying shame. Where's America gonna get their facts now?
And then I'm moving to Canada. What are them poor big tickets gonna do for now?
Mr. Musk, I can totally vouch for all the Twitter employees. Good as people just want to keep their jobs. They're all like, what should I tweet first? Oh, I know. Everything won't turn this.
This is not a LARP show.
Could you please just calm down and just watch the show and shut your f***ing mouth for now? Thank you.
So this is some more evidence on how the person that tricked me into sending him a picture of my ID
I started off in Brooklyn. My father gave you a small loan of $1 million?
Grab your popcorn, your popcorn, grab your popcorn, your popcorn, grab your popcorn, your popcorn, your popcorn, your popcorn, grab your popcorn, your popcorn.
Thank you very much.
Okay, here we go. What's going on? Pretty funny.
Grab your popcorn, your popcorn, your popcorn.
Or maybe when it comes to, well, women.
What did you say? Ow!
And
grab your
as I
popcorn,
said,
your popcorn, grab your popcorn, your popcorn.
So
your popcorn, your popcorn.
I just want to dox. I just want to dox. I just want to dox.
They're all sitting in a little room eating muffins, drinking coffee together, and then they go out and they play court.
I just feel like everybody's laughing at me. Go on. Like no matter what I do, I just keep hearing people laughing at me. Well, it sounds like it's all in your head. Yeah, maybe it is. Hey, are you a salesman? No. Well, I'm a salesman. Oh, yeah? Hey, you want in? Maybe. What do you sell? You ever heard of $2 a gallon? Sure. $2 for a gallon of gasoline. Yeah, well, this is gonna blow that right out of the water. Listen to this. $5 a gallon. Sounds pretty good. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like I'm losing my mind. Tell me more. Well, like the other day, I zipped up before I was even done. Ah! Well, what if somebody comes up with $6 a gallon? It's fine. Okay. Not 6, it's 5. All right. 5's a magic number. Okay. 5 corn pops diving on the floor, rubbing on my leg hair. Helicopter shore. You know that same rehearsals last time? Yeah. Step into my office. How come? 'Cause I'm fired.
Christopher Dorner, this is Charlie Sheen. You mentioned me in your manifesto, so thank you for your kind words. I am urging you to call me. Let's figure out together how to end this thing.
A manhunt is underway in Southern California, and the Los Angeles Police Department is under siege.
Police officers hunting one of their own, a rogue former officer now accused of hunting them.
Former LAPD officer Christopher Dorner on the run after allegedly killing...
We have identified Christopher Jordan Dorner as a suspect in this double homicide. Of particular interest at this point in the investigation is a multi-page manifesto in which the suspect has implicated himself in the slayings.
Dorner accused specific officers of covering up police brutality by making him the scapegoat.
I'm not an aspiring rapper, I'm not a gang member, I'm not a dope dealer, Dorner writes in his manifesto. I am a man who has lost complete faith in the system when the system betrayed, slandered, and libeled me. In court documents filed in connection with a wrongful termination suit, Dorner claims the LAPD fired him after he reported having witnessed a superior using a taser on a mentally ill suspect. Then he said seeing the superior handcuff the suspect and kick him in the chest and face. The suspect and his father offered testimony corroborating Dorner's account at the time, but the official grounds for Dorner's firing providing false testimony in an investigation. The police chief at the time was Bill Bratton.
I really have no recollection of his particular case. He would have been fired by me.
The manifesto vows vengeance. I will bring unconventional and asymmetrical warfare to those in LAPD uniform, whether on or off duty.
If you read his manifesto, this is a very LAPD is a specific target, but all law enforcement enforcement is targeted.
When the truth comes out, the killing stops.
Signs like these, armed and dangerous, are on every freeway here in Southern California. Police hoping that someone will spot him. So far, no one has.
Of course he knows what he's doing. When we trained him, he was also a member of the armed forces. It is extremely worrisome and scary.
At 10 o'clock last night, police say a man fitting Dorner's description tried to steal a boat in San Diego. He was unsuccessful. 1:25 a.m., an hour east of L.A., police officers acting on a tip exchanged gunfire with a man they believed to be Dorner. 1:45, Riverside. 2 more officers on a protective detail ambushed. 1 killed, the other seriously injured. By sunrise, jittery L.A. police officers opened fire on this blue truck in Torrance, similar to the suspect's vehicle. But the people inside were just innocent bystanders.
Tragically, we believe that this was a case of mistaken identity by the officer.
One major challenge for authorities, because of his police and military training, Dorner knew all their methods and tactics. In that manifesto, he even taunted the LAPD. I have the strength and benefits of being unpredictable, unconventional, and unforgiving, he wrote. I will utilize every bit of small arms training, demolition, ordnance, and survival training I've been given. It was no idle threat.
Remember, he was not only a former cop, but also former military, an expert marksman to boot. Dorner apparently dressed for war in combat gear. His arsenal, an assortment of rifles and possibly explosives. In short, my sources said this man was lethal. Someone they knew going in had a death wish dying.
It's in the mountains northeast of L.A. A truck is set ablaze. That truck turned out to be Dorner's, but the suspect was nowhere to be found. Dorner seems to have vanished, faded into the snow.
We're going to continue searching until either we discover that he left the mountain or we find him, one of the two.
Christopher Dorner's run from the law began to unravel here. Karen and Jim Reynolds say they came face to face with Dorner when they went to check on one of their ski lodge cabins around noon Tuesday. He was holed up inside.
Pretty scary.
Did at any time he talk to you about why he was doing what he was doing?
Yes.
He had said, I just want to clear my name.
He allegedly tied them up, took their car, and then sped off. Dorner once again on the run. Chased by police, he abandoned the stolen car. Then up the road, police say Dorner carjacked Rick Heltebrake.
Dorner jumped out of the snow at me. He pointed his gun at me and said, I don't want to hurt you. Just get out and start walking up the road and take your dog.
Dorner raced off again. This time, a fish and game warden spotted him, and that officer engaged in a life-or-death shootout.
Dorner realized he had been recognized, rolled down his window, held his pistol out the window, and shot at the 2 wardens in the follow vehicle. Miraculously, never hit either of the 2 wardens who were inside.
But police say Dorner did shoot 2 other officers during his run yesterday, killing one of them, then holed himself up in a cabin. As local news choppers hover overhead, SWAT teams surround Dorner and begin firing.
The shots you're hearing are all from guns and weapons that are being fired by law enforcement officers.
Police say they fired tear gas into the cabin. Then came the flames.
We have fire in the front. He might come out the back. 1 shot fired from inside the residence.
By nightfall, the cabin burned to the ground, and inside, authorities say they discovered a lone, charred body. Police said tear gas canisters may have started the fire they believe ultimately engulfed Dorner, but not on purpose.
We did not intentionally burn down that cabin to get Mr. Dorner out.
We now know the name of Dorner's final victim. San Bernardino County Sheriff's Deputy Jeremiah McKay was killed in Dorner's last shootout with police. Telling the Associated Press earlier this week, we're hoping this comes to a close without more casualties.
These images tell the story. The charred foundation, all that's left of a cabin in the woods set ablaze. And police believe that Christopher Dorner was inside. While in another part of Southern California, police gathered to lay one of his victims to rest, one of their own.
I even told him, you don't testify against your fellow officer. This is 3 Musketeers. You know, what were you thinking?
Allegedly belong to gang-like groups. This information is a year old. It's stale. They were sitting on it. And there's absolutely no actionable information on it for anybody. It made for a good clickbait for the other side. Go to the next one. Here's another one. LA County panel launches investigation investigating more clickbait. No authority to appoint anyone to give their subpoena power to. And they got pro bono attorneys. So, more clickbait, go to the service. Here's the one. Right before, this is on Friday. Hearing back publicity, Elliott recovered a case of deputy Nelson Jimmy's head. Wow. This is a false headline right there. Now, there was an individual within a division engaged in something that was a concern. But they were not definitely acting on behalf of the public. Go to the next one. Watch how many bites of the apple or else signals of times is going to get over. Did I say that? How many times? Okay. Go to the next one. Backed up one. Back up one more. Okay, we got that one. That one's here. Back up again to that one. And some of the big highlights of that article. Eli Vera, commander who oversees port service where the incident occurred, said Villanueva viewed the video at his aide's desk with the day of the incident. Vera is running against sheriff. We're retiring next week. Okay, of course, here's our dear friend Max Huntsman. Under ordinary circumstances, I will expect the sheriff's branch to have prosecuted this case. And, question. Keep going. Sheriff Villanueva launches criminal investigation to the league. Okay? And right away, the time to try to paint somehow retaliation against like actually quite the opposite. Keep going. And we have, now if you count it, this is the fourth article. Wildfire lawsuit and the crimes that we're looking at, because remember, what was taken from the department was an active criminal case. All right, so 2 more people conspired to engage in any of the conduct described below. That's a conspiracy. Burglary, entering a building to commit grand theft, larceny or any felony. 502, unauthorized access of a database. 503, fraud and appropriation of property by a person who had to get arrested. Like case files, videos that belong to active criminal or admin investigations. Breach of public duty, this is California, and then the federal one, Title 18, this was Section 1030. Prohibits the unlawful access of a computer database and access of one previously granted. We have all these things that are obviously subject to criminal investigation. And this is not a leak, this is actually obstruction of justice. Go on to the next slide. So here are the 3 individuals that we want to know a lot about. This person said he gave it to this person. This person is actually authorized to receive.
U.S. Vice President Kamala Harris tested positive for COVID-19 on Tuesday, but is not showing any symptoms, according to a spokesperson who said that Harris has not been in close contact with President Joe Biden or First Lady Jill Biden and is in isolation. In recent weeks, Harris's husband, her communications director, and White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki, among others, have disclosed officials have said contact with advisors and supporters with exposement to COVID, but the administration is keen to protect the sense of normalcy. White House COVID-19 response chief Anthony Fauci said on Tuesday that it's hard to ensure no one gets COVID, including President Biden.
proxy war with his country and warning the potential for, quote, World War III and use of nuclear weapons is real. To their full credibility, UN Secretary Antonio Guterres traveled to Moscow today to Chechen President Vladimir
Hurry back! We're out at last. 40 years I've waited for this day.
Popcorn because the liberals are melting down over Elon Musk's $44 billion takeover of Twitter. Grab your popcorn because the liberals... Grab your popcorn.
Might not even find out about it until after the election.
And guess who the media is getting their talking points from? Democrats in the Biden White House also drafted Grab your popcorn. Grab your popcorn.
this is who I am. The left is coming out of the closet. They are saying to the world, whether they know it or not, that they are control freaks. And they cannot stand that Silicon Valley might have one company, a single company that they don't control. Because they control Silicon Valley, and Silicon Valley controls Washington, D.C.
You're a liar. And yeah, you're a cheater. Why don't you take your unrespectful bullshit someplace else and don't ever tell me where I can go and where I can't go. I don't answer to you. I don't answer to you.
Out the house, dude. Like, you've been canceled out the house. You know, I know you talked with me for a while, but you know, I don't know you thought with me for just a little while. You know me. You know me. You know how I work. Let's go on with our lives. This is some hot shit.
You're ready for prime time now.
Just want to get this over with. I don't have much time to get to my dressing room.
Grab your popcorn. Grab your popcorn. Grab your popcorn.
Just get my pants on. Can I get through here, please? Did you hold that? Thanks. Get this thing. These are not easy to...
Grab your popcorn. 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 Grab your popcorn.
I'm sorry. All right. Oh, we're getting
Grab your popcorn. Grab your popcorn. Grab your popcorn. Grab your popcorn.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Hey, how are you, baby? Hey, it's good to see you. What's happening, man?
hold on, I didn't have to ask. Are you a paid? What's going on here? $50 Walmart card. But for real, there's been no truth coming from here. It's all copycat stuff. I was doing that too. I was like, well, if I'm gonna do the copycat stuff, at least I'm gonna put an interesting perspective on it.
Just my own. That's how I really see it. I'm not gonna let anything step in the way. And at the same time, I started doing that and all this other stuff.
Really, that's what I'm saying. There's never been any content here. I wouldn't even call it truth. I would say I talk about conspiracy theories. Yeah, I don't know that to be true. I'm giving you my perspective, and then you can take what little bits you can from it and like learn or whatever. But it's basically just doing it for that. That's why I put it out, so people can like look at a different perspective. And it's not gonna be off the wall. Like, man, that's so out of this world. It didn't even make sense. It's gonna kind of make sense. That's the most important part to everything. To making, split pieces.
That is fucking it. You do not care about who you trample over or whose feelings you hurt. You always get what you want. Every time it's all about what you want and fuck anyone who gets in your way.
Well, you know, I had Malibu on here, and I let her talk. I mean, it just unfortunately it took a lot of tangents. I mean, I was trying to keep her on the point, but she kept going weird places. But she's been giving me grief because I've been talking shit about Yaxley. But so, oh well.
Why do you keep saying that? Are you fucking stupid? Are you fucking stupid? Go and get yourself to a fucking shrink, darling.
Yeah, and see, that's the thing. It's social media. There's no such thing as stalking. When you're a public figure, people can make videos on you, right? CNN reporting on Donald Trump and all the while he was in office, they made the entire fucking cable news network made about one news. Okay, you didn't hear Donald Trump.
Oh my God, you're stalking me. They're gang stalking me. Oh my God.
or she's pissed at me right now because I went on ABCs. Whatever. It seems like everybody in this side of the community wants to play victim, so they can bitch about it, and then try to threaten people with jail time or style. You know, it makes you look really, really weak. It makes you look weak in a.
And you think Guess who didn't go to the hospital?
And, you know, these truckers, why they took the side of those people. You'll get nowhere against Betty taking the side of these people, I'll tell you that.
What a fucking piece of shit that elite podcast is. I ain't the one you want to be talking schmuck about.